Chosen one, pause for a moment. Yes, you, the one whose spirit has felt unusually sensitive these past few days, the one who's been picking up things in the atmosphere that others around you can't feel, the one who has been fighting the urge to react, to respond, to defend yourself, because something inside you knows this moment is different. Don't scroll, don't rush, don't let your mind wander. You were led here by the Spirit of God, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine orchestration. Heaven pressed something in your spirit that guided your finger, your timing, your attention. Because what I'm about to speak is not general, it's not random, it's not for the masses. It's for you, God's chosen one, the one who's been sensing pressure mounting around you without knowing why. You've been noticing the tension, haven't you? The sudden silence from certain people, the strange heaviness around you, the unexpected emotional waves that come out of nowhere, the way your thoughts have been unusually loud at night, the way your heart has been tugging at you saying, "Pay attention, something is shifting." And even though you don't have the full picture yet, your spirit knows something is coming. That's why God brought you here. Because before you react, before you assume, before you let fear speak louder than faith, He needs you to listen with your spirit, not your emotions. Chosen one, if you feel this already touching a deep place inside you, comment, "I feel this." So your agreement aligns with heaven. Listen carefully. What you're feeling right now is spiritual, not emotional, not mental, not circumstantial. Heaven has been brushing up against your atmosphere, preparing you for a revelation, and your spirit is picking up the vibrations before your mind can interpret them. This is why your sleep has been interrupted, why your patience has been tested, why your discernment has been sharper, why your reactions have been slower. God Himself is holding you still because He's about to reveal something that will shift your understanding of this entire season. He is saying to you, don't react. Don't move too quickly. Don't speak out of frustration. Don't let fear lead your decisions. Just listen. I am about to reveal something you never saw coming. Chosen one, your sensitivity right now is not a burden, it's confirmation. Your stillness is not weakness, it's divine preparation. Your silence is not confusion, it's spiritual alignment. Chosen one, the Lord wants you to understand something very clearly in this moment. The silence you've been experiencing is not rejection, it is divine protection. The delays you've been facing are not denial, they are divine redirections. The distance you've been sensing from certain people is not accidental or emotional, it is intentional, orchestrated by heaven. God has been shielding you from things you didn't even know were forming around you. He's been rearranging relationships, adjusting atmospheres, pulling you away from conversations, blocking your reactions. Because if you responded too quickly, you would have walked into a trap the enemy designed for your vulnerability, not your destiny. You may not realize it yet, but there has been a spiritual boundary placed around your emotions in this season. Even when something upset you, you couldn't respond the way you normally would. Even when someone triggered you, you felt restrained. Even when your flesh wanted to clap back, something inside whispered, "Not this time." That whisper was God Himself. He's not holding you back to punish you. He's holding you back to position you. This season requires spiritual sensitivity, not emotional reactions. God has been slowing your responses because He's about to show you something that requires you to see clearly, not react quickly. Have you noticed how your discernment has been sharper lately? How people's true intentions suddenly feel more transparent? How certain environments no longer feel comfortable? This is not you changing. This is God opening your spiritual eyes. He is showing you who is truly for you, who is against you, who merely tolerates you, and who quietly depends on your failure. But He reveals these things only when your spirit is calm enough to receive truth without reacting to it. That's why you've been held still. That's why He's been quiet. That's why situations around you have felt frozen. Heaven has been preparing your spirit for revelation. The enemy tried to provoke you in this season through misunderstandings, emotional triggers, sudden disappointments, unexpected conflicts. But none of those attempts could succeed because God placed a divine suspension over your reactions. What should have angered you didn't. What should have broken you didn't. What should have made you respond with frustration instead made you pause. This pause is holy. This pause is strategic. This pause is the evidence that God is about to reveal what the enemy tried so hard to hide from you. Chosen one, your stillness is the final step before your clarity arrives. Chosen one, listen closely now, because this part of the message will speak directly to the private battles you haven't told anyone about. The spiritual warfare you've been facing lately hasn't been random, and it hasn't been mild. It has been targeted, intentional, and unusually persistent. You've felt waves of heaviness at hours that never bothered you before. You've woken up with pressure in your chest or a strange, anxious energy that didn't make sense. You've had moments where your thoughts suddenly felt crowded, moments where confusion crept in, even though your life hasn't changed externally. These weren't coincidences. You were not overthinking. You were not being emotional. You were under spiritual surveillance because you are standing on the threshold of clarity, and the enemy wanted to disrupt you before God revealed what's coming. Every attack, every emotional wave, every spiritual tension, every draining encounter, every unsettling dream was designed to pull you into an emotional reaction. The enemy was hoping you would panic, overthink, lash out, shut down, or question your own spiritual sensitivity. But instead, something remarkable happened. Even when everything felt overwhelming, even when your spirit felt pressed, even when your emotions wanted to explode, there was a holy restraint inside you saying, "Wait." That restraint was God's hand on your spirit. He wasn't asking you to fight back this time. He wasn't asking you to respond. He wasn't asking you to fix it. He was asking you to be still, because revelation cannot come to a noisy heart. Have you noticed how your emotions have been tested more than your circumstances? That's because God is developing your discernment, not your reactions. He is training you to recognize spiritual tension without falling into emotional traps. This is mature warfare. This is elevated discernment. This is the kind of spiritual growth that only chosen ones experience. God is preparing you to hear truth without being shaken by it, to see intentions without being wounded by them, to receive revelation without letting your flesh interfere. And now, because you remained still, because you didn't react, because you let God steal your spirit, He is getting ready to open your eyes to things that were hidden from you, motives you overlooked, opportunities you didn't recognize, patterns you weren't aware of, and paths you never considered. This revelation will shift something deep inside you. It will make sense of your last season. It will align your heart with His will. It will confirm what your spirit already sensed, but your mind couldn't articulate. Chosen one, the warfare was not to break you. It was to prepare you for what God is about to reveal next. And let me take you deeper into the truth of this season, because what God is about to reveal isn't small, surface level, or ordinary. It is something that will make the last 5 years of your life suddenly make sense. You've walked through battles that felt unnecessary, endured relationships that drained you, survived disappointments that shook your confidence, lost people you thought would be with you, forever experienced delays that made no logical sense, and navigated loneliness that felt almost spiritual in nature. And the entire time you kept wondering, why is this happening to me? But now, heaven is whispering. Nothing was random. Every shift, every ending, every redirection was a divine setup for the revelation that is coming. You didn't lose people, they were removed. Not because you did anything wrong, but because they weren't qualified to stand next to the version of you that God is raising now. Some were removed because their hearts weren't pure toward you. Some because their intentions had shifted. Some because they were secretly threatened by your calling. And some simply because they could not follow you into your next season. If they had stayed, their presence would have blocked what God wanted to place in your hands. So He pulled you back, isolated you, and hid you under His wings, even when you cried out for answers that didn't come. Chosen one, there were rooms where your name was mentioned with negativity. God heard it and pulled you out. There were opportunities that looked perfect, but were spiritually dangerous. God blocked them. There were people who smiled in your face but didn't want your growth. God exposed them in subtle ways you couldn't ignore. And there were situations where you wanted to react, confront, defend yourself, prove your heart. But something held you back because God said, if you react, you'll ruin the evidence. Let me reveal. And now that time has come. God is getting ready to show you the why behind the closed doors, the why behind the sudden shifts, the why behind the uncomfortable seasons. He will reveal the truth gently but clearly enough that you cannot misunderstand it. You will see the difference between who was sent to help your destiny and who was sent to drain it. You will understand why your spirit felt uneasy around certain people. You will finally accept why God said no when you wanted yes. Chosen one, you are standing at the doorway of understanding, and what God is about to reveal will bring peace to the places where you once felt pain. Chosen one, God needs you to understand something deeply. The revelations that are coming your way are not meant to break your heart. They are meant to free your heart. For too long, you carried emotional weights that were never yours to hold. Expectations that were placed on you but never aligned with your calling. Connections that became heavier than they were helpful. Loyalties that drained you more than they strengthened you. And because of your pure heart, your forgiving nature, your compassion, your desire to see the good in people, you kept holding on longer than you should have. But God, in His mercy, is stepping in now. He is untangling you from emotional bonds that would have sabotaged your future. He is cutting spiritual ties that would have pulled you backward. He is removing attachments that were blocking what He wants to place in your hands next. You are about to understand why He made you uncomfortable in certain relationships, why the conversations felt repetitive, why the connection felt one-sided, why the energy felt heavy, why the discernment felt loud. He wasn't trying to frustrate you. He was trying to warn you, because your spirit picked up what your mind wasn't ready to admit. Not everyone was meant to stay. Not everyone was meant to grow with you, and not everyone had the capacity to handle the blessing attached to your life. God is revealing these things not to wound you, but to reposition you for freedom. This is why He allowed certain doors to shut so abruptly. This is why He stirred a holy dissatisfaction in your soul. This is why old habits suddenly felt wrong, old environments felt tight, and old versions of yourself felt too small. You have outgrown what used to comfort you, and God is preparing you for what will elevate you. He is clearing emotional clutter, because what's coming next requires clarity, strength, and spiritual space. You cannot enter your next season carrying the weight of people who refuse to grow with you. And the revelation that's coming, whether through a dream, a sudden realization, a conversation, or a quiet moment, will give you the closure your heart has been craving. It will not bring confusion. It will bring understanding. It will not bring heartbreak. It will bring release. It will not bring fear. It will bring peace. It will validate your intuition, confirm your prayers, and realign your heart with God's direction. Chosen one, this revelation will not break you. It will liberate you into the version of yourself God intended all along. And as we step into this of what God is revealing to you, understand this: your next season will look nothing like the one you just walked through. The chaos, the confusion, the instability, the emotional turbulence, those were symptoms of an old chapter closing, not signs of a new one beginning. What God has prepared for you next is marked by peace, not panic; clarity, not confusion; alignment, not anxiety; purpose, not survival. Heaven is reorganizing your environment, your relationships, your thoughts, and even your habits, because the blessing coming towards you cannot grow in chaos. God is removing noise so you can finally hear His instruction without interference. There are things God pulled away from you recently that you didn't understand. Friends who grew distant without explanation. Opportunities that unexpectedly slipped through your hands. Plans that seemed promising but collapsed at the last minute. These weren't losses, they were divine removals. God did not want you stepping into a new season with old noise, old triggers, old battles, or old distractions. He has been pruning your life like a master gardener, cutting away what seemed good but wasn't fruitful, trimming branches that grew outward but not upward, and removing anything that threatened the growth He intends to bring. This pruning felt painful, but it was protection, because the blessing coming next requires more space, more strength, and more spiritual focus than before. And that is why God repeatedly whispered, "Don't react." Every time something tried to pull you out of character, every time a conversation tempted you to explain yourself, every time a situation poked at old wounds, every time a person attempted to steal your peace, God stepped in and said, "Not this time." He didn't want your next season contaminated by emotional reactions that belong to an old version of you. He is teaching you to operate from discernment, not impulse wisdom, not wounds maturity, not emotion. This is the spiritual elevation you prayed for, even if you didn't recognize it happening. Because when you remain still, when you refuse to react, when you allow God to settle your spirit, something powerful happens. Clarity increases, perspective shifts, and revelation flows. The quiet moments become holy moments. The stillness becomes strategy. The silence becomes instruction. God begins aligning your steps without you forcing anything. You begin moving with Him instead of moving ahead of Him. Chosen one, this is not a season of reacting. This is a season of receiving, aligning and being led. Chosen one, as we enter this final part of what God is releasing over your life, pause for a moment and recognize the weight of this moment, because heaven is speaking directly into the deepest parts of your spirit. God says, you are closer to clarity than you realize. You may feel like you've been walking through uncertainty, like you've been moving through spiritual fog, like your emotions have been louder than your direction. But God is about to break through that cloud and reveal something you were never expecting, something that will bring peace to questions you've carried for years. This revelation will not come with noise or chaos. It will come gently, unmistakably, and in perfect timing, because what God reveals in stillness, the enemy cannot intercept. Everything you've been sensing, the heaviness, the tension, the shifting in relationships, the emotional pressure, the sudden bursts of discernment, has been heaven preparing your spirit to receive, not react. God has been elevating your inner ear, sharpening your perception, and quieting the noise around you so that nothing distracts you from what He is about to show you. This next revelation will explain why certain doors shut unexpectedly, why certain people drifted away without warning, why certain opportunities were delayed, and why your spirit refused to settle in places you once felt comfortable. God wasn't withholding answers from you. He was preparing you to understand the truth behind those answers. Chosen one, the revelation coming to you will expose what was hidden in plain sight. It will bring closure to emotional wounds you carried silently. It will release you from confusion you battled privately. It will confirm what your spirit sensed long before your mind could put words to it. But hear this, what God shows you will not break you. It will build you. It will mature you. It will align you. It will strengthen the way you move spiritually. This is not just information. This is transformation. You are stepping into a season where God will speak clearly, reveal deeply, and guide precisely. No more second guessing. No more emotional spirals. No more wondering if you are hearing God's voice. When this revelation comes, it will settle something inside you once and for all. And God says, hold your peace, stay still, do not react, because I am revealing what you could not see before. And if this prophetic message has poured into your spirit and you feel led, you may sow a seed of support. Every offering helps me continue releasing these prophetic words and reaching more chosen ones. Folded hands sparkles. Chosen one, your revelation is coming. Stay still, stay listening, stay aligned. God is about to show you exactly what you weren't expecting.